What is up, my guys, and welcome back to the channel known as Azure. As always, I'm your most endearing host, Daniel. And before we get into the video, you already know what I have to do. You already like my stuff, you already know what to do. Don't like it, whatever. Any questions, comments, concerns, you already know where to put them. As always, links to everything will be in the description below. And so yeah, let's get into the video. As you know, for the past 3 weeks, I've been covering WandaVision, and honestly, the show has gotten good and better, but given the last 2 episodes. But I want to say with this one, it's kind of a weird one. Like, as always, like it's with the series, like it's trying to embody something from a TV show or sitcom from given this time period. Last week it was Malcolm in the Middle, giving us the early 2000s to late 90s vibes. Now we have it referencing, I want to say, The Office, probably, given the fact that there's a whole bunch of like fourth wall breaks in a sense. There's interview questions and everything like that. So yeah, it's a really Office kind of vibe. I don't know, like most of the stuff kind of worked well with it except for this one. Like for some reason, like this video, not this video, this episode, it wasn't terrible, but also wasn't as good as the first one's. Well, let me clarify. It wasn't good when it came to the WandaVision portion of WandaVision, more so Wanda part. That's what I want to say. Like everything with Monica Rambeau, everything with Vision, everything like that was fine. Like it was fine. It's just literally the parts with Wanda actually in it didn't really feel right. I kind of want to say that's what they're going for in a sense because of what happened in the last episode. If you guys don't remember, you can check out that video I made, or I'm just gonna give you a quick recap right now. What's called Wanda expanded the hex really to save Vision's life because he exited the hex and he was dying because he was coming out of the hex. So yeah, that's kind of like my whole 2 cents about the tone this episode had. Like really, I don't want to say it was terrible, but I also don't want to say it was great, honestly. But yeah, anyways, let's get into the crux of this because a lot happened in this episode. Really, like what was good really stood out, and a lot happened, and I really want to talk about it. Okay, for starters, Wanda's powers are going haywire. Really, like ever since she expanded the hex, her powers aren't really working properly. Things are going back and forth between time in a sense. Like you see, Tommy and Billy's game controllers are shifting between Wii controllers to N64 controllers to joystick for the Ataris, all the way back to just playing on Uno cards. And then the same thing happens when Wanda gets milk. At first it's almond milk, then it's a carton of milk, then it's a bottle of milk back from the 50s and everything like that. Same thing goes with furniture. Same thing goes with a few other things really. And she's kind of losing control. As I'm watching this episode, I'm thinking, okay, this is happening because she expanded the hex, and yeah, it kind of makes sense. She hasn't really pushed her powers this far, so I guess it makes sense that she doesn't really have all that much control anymore. So as that's happening, Vision finds Darcy because she got absorbed into the hex, and apparently all the sword agents that got absorbed into it also turned into circus people. I want to say, I guess, because like, I guess that's Wanda's way of saying like, oh, they're clowns in a sense. Like they really can't do anything, so might as well treat them as clowns. So they find Darcy. He frees her from Wanda's manipulation, and they try to go find Wanda, but things always get in their way because Wanda's subconsciously not letting them do it, or I want to say not Wanda, someone else on the outside. Because in this way we finally get confirmation that Wanda isn't the only one pulling the strings in this episode. Literally, someone else is pulling the strings, and I gotta say it was a surprise. Honestly, this reveal was a surprise. I'll get into the reveal later, but I just want to get this like just juxtaposition over with the whole episode. Cut to Monica Rambeau and Wu trying to go back into the hex, and they bring like this whole space rover type thing, and it doesn't work. Like they literally stated like, oh, why isn't this working? It's like the force field is matching the density of the rover, so really she can't get in. So she tries going in on foot. It works, and it activates her powers. Like I think it was 2 episodes or 1 episode before that it was stated that the fact that she went through the hex multiple times, that it really rewrote her cells in a sense on a molecular level, was what Darcy was saying really. And the fact that she could have dormant powers wasn't really said, but it was kind of hinted at because in the comics she does have powers. I'm not the biggest Monica fan, so I can't really state what they are. I'll probably do some research after this video to just clarify next time, because we don't really see her powers in this episode. So in the future episodes we might see it in full effect, in which I'll give a quick rundown of who her character actually is in the actual Marvel universe. But yeah, she has a whole confrontation with Wanda because she managed to get into the hex, and that really awakened her powers. And as she's doing that, she confronts Wanda saying, come on. She's basically saying, Like she knows what Wanda's going through because her mom Maria Rambeau died, and there's nothing she can do about that. So in a sense, she's trying to be a grieving partner really, but Wanda's not really having this. But then Agnes comes in and says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! You don't have to be here. Come on, Wanda. Let's go to my house and everything like that." And right at that point, I'm thinking, okay, yeah, she's Mephisto in disguise. Like, come on, she's Mephisto. Like, honestly, with the whole thing that's going on, with the whole powers fluctuating, with the whole red smoke and everything that's happening, it's got to be Mephisto, honestly. But no, that's not the case. Lo and behold, she's fucking Agatha Harkness. Agatha Harkness. You don't. If you guys don't know who that is, I don't blame you because she hasn't really made that much of a role in recent Marvel comics. At least the part that I've read, in a sense. And so, honestly, I'll give you a quick rundown right now. Agatha Harkness is a sorceress. She was one of the original Salem witches during the Salem witch trials. Like literally, look her up anywhere. Like, that's literally the first thing that mentions it. That she's one of the original Salem witches from the witch trial and everything like that. And honestly, oh my god, the fact that she actually made an appearance, god damn. Because here's the thing, like in the comics, also she's one that teaches Wanda how to control her powers in a sense. She's Wanda's teacher, so it kind of makes sense as to how she's manipulating the scene behind the background. Like she was responsible for people acting weird. She was responsible for Quicksilver being in the 2 episodes he was in. That's the thing. She made Quicksilver happen. Like it wasn't Wanda pulling him out of anything. It wasn't Wanda stealing someone else and having him forced to be Quicksilver. No, fucking Agatha made him happen and everything like that. And then she's literally been manipulating the scenes all around through the background and everything like that. That also explains the bunny. Like if you don't know, the bunny that she's been carrying around is called Senior Scratchy Scratch or something like that. And so I don't know really what the name is. I didn't really pay attention because the bunny was just a bunny at that point. That reminds me, Soups had this crazy idea, the TikToker Soups, that the bunny was actually Doctor Strange. And now that theory's just gone. It's out the fucking window. Same thing with my whole Mephisto theory, but I'll get to that later. But yeah, that was ridiculous. But the whole Senior Scratchy Scratch could be actually Nicholas Scratch. Nicholas Scratch is her son. Like she has a kid, and her son's name is Nicholas Scratch. And what's the bunny's name? Senior Scratchy Scratch, or just Scratch. Literally, that could just be her son that she's trying to take care of, or trying to protect in a way from Wanda's manipulation. And I gotta say, like this whole thing, like. It honestly, and the deal with the kids too, that kind of makes sense because the kid Billy and Tommy both go to her house to let Wanda have like a me day or something like that. And Agatha, I'm just gonna call her Agatha instead of Agnes now because I'm gonna get confused. Agatha says, "Okay, I'll take care of the kids right now. You just take care of yourself," and everything like that. And Wanda agrees and everything like that. But then right when Wanda gets to Agatha's house, the kids are gone. Billy and Tommy are nowhere to be found, and that could be because of Mephisto, like. So there's a storyline where Agatha actually confronts Wanda and essentially absorbs her kids into herself because her kids aren't actually her kids. They were never really her kids. Wanda constructed her kids no matter what in any kind of situation you want, in any kind of comic line you want to look at it. She artificially constructed her kids through her magic. But in one storyline, they were kind of like the embodiments of Mephisto in a sense, like part of his soul or some part of his consciousness. So Agatha absorbed him, and then the real kicker is that once Wanda found out about this, she killed Agatha. She legit killed Agatha. So that we could see a confrontation with Agatha and Scarlet Witch in the season finale of this, or the series finale. I don't know if this is going to run for multiple seasons. I don't think it would. It seems like it's more of a one season type thing, which is fine. Like some shows need to just have one season because they don't really have that much to go on, like, and so on and so forth. So yeah, we could see a whole fucking thing, confrontation between Agatha Harkness and the Scarlet Witch, or we could spend episode 8 where she tries to convince Wanda to let her teach her how to fully control her powers in a sense, and actually get her name the Scarlet Witch in a sense. Because honestly, if Agatha refers to herself as one of the first witches of Salem, then yeah, she could literally give her name. She could literally give Wanda her name as the Scarlet Witch, really, before Wanda inevitably kills her, which is what I'm going with. And then that could lead to Mephisto, really. And then that could lead to Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, in a sense. Because honestly, with the fact that the kids are gone and that my new theory being that she absorbed the kids into herself to absorb some of Mephisto's power, really, then yeah, that could really happen. Like her killing. Oh my god, why I'm getting so excited right now. Her killing Agatha really could just like set off the whole multiverse of madness type thing, and releasing Mephisto and the Demon Nightmare into the MCU and everything like that. Plus, it also could lead to the X-Men coming into also, really, with how the whole hex thing affects people in different ways, like rewriting Monica's DNA in a sense. Like that could essentially like lead to a whole people becoming mutants in a sense, which is actually good because there really isn't any lead up to mutants being, in a sense, around the whole time during the whole duration of the MCU. So yeah, that was a quick rundown. That's gonna quick excitement. That's gonna quick theories about everything about this episode. Honestly, again, I want to state like this episode wasn't really all that good except for the whole reveal of who Agnes was. Really, like I'm just gonna say like constructive criticism wise, like this episode could have been done a bit better. Really, like in the beginning, like sure the like you could I'm just focusing on that bad part, but I mean like come on, it's like it literally takes up half the episode really, in a sense. And, like it kind of almost made me want to turn off the episode, like nothing's going to happen, but I guess expectation subversion or something like that. But yeah, I'm so excited for the last 2 episodes of WandaVision because this is episode 7 and there's a total of 9 episodes in the series. So yeah, as always, let me know what you guys think down in the comments, questions, anything other concerns. You guys want to hit me up on Discord or on Twitch or anything like that. You already know that links are going to be down in the description. Same thing with my IG if you want to hit me up on there. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode. See you guys next week or any time anywhere really. But yeah, bye.